Who keeps lying to Michael Chandler? Seriously, who keeps feeding him all this brainwashed BS that Conor McGregor is going to see him in the octagon? Who keeps telling Michael Chandler that Conor McGregor is making a comeback? He's not. Conor McGregor is done with this sport. He's done with professional mixed martial arts. He's done with martial arts in general, competing, boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever you want to call it, taekwondo. Conor McGregor is done with it all. There is not a sliver of hope for Conor McGregor to come back to the sport. I don't know who keeps feeding Michael Chandler this BS that he's going to see Conor eventually in the octagon. He's not. Conor McGregor, I promise you, is not coming back. Michael Chandler is not getting the payday of a lifetime. It sucks because he sat out, he waited for McGregor for so long, 3-4 years. But like Dana White and the UFC always say, this is not a forgiving sport, and this sport never waits for you. This sport will run by you quicker than a track star, bro. Be careful with what you do, what choices you make, when you decide to sit out, because this sport is not going to wait for you. And clearly it has not waited for Michael Chandler. These up-and-comers are coming, bro. And people that are writing Paddy the Baddy off. Paddy the Baddy. I think Paddy is going to beat Michael Chandler. I truly do. I think Michael Chandler is going to lose to Paddy the Baddy. And you know what? Instead of calling out Conor McGregor your next fight, Michael, I got a few familiar faces that I'm very familiar with. I don't know if you know these guys. You know, you potentially might. They are in your division. Let me know if, you know, you like any of these names. But oh my God, do these names ring beautiful bells and rhythmic chimes all throughout my mind. You know, I feel at peace when I hear these names, and I know that, you know, there's a potential matchup waiting for the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Chandler. But in all actuality, in all seriousness, when Michael Chandler loses to Paddy the Baddy at UFC 314, I want to see him fighting these guys next. Number 1 on my list, Joel Alvarez. I need to see Michael Chandler fight Joel Alvarez. I need to see Michael Chandler fight Joel Alvarez. I don't care what Joel Alvarez has or hasn't done. I don't care that Joel Alvarez is barely cracking the top 15. Michael Chandler, you are 1-4 in your last 5. You are 1-4 in your last 5 UFC fights. That is disgusting. That is tied to Ivasa level of finesse to keep yourself in the top 10 rankings. That is insane finesse. Seriously, that is... I don't care what the level of competition is there, bro. If you are 1-4 in your last 5 fights, how are you ranked top 10? I get it if you're like barely cracking the rankings because you've dropped down like 10 places. How are you ranked top 10? It blows my mind. And to think that Michael Chandler almost got a fight with Arman Tsarukyan, the number 1 contender. Can you imagine if he beat Arman Tsarukyan and then became a number 1 contender? 2-4 in his last 6, and he's potentially going to fight Islam Makhachev just because he's a fresh face. Are you kidding me? That would have been disgusting. Michael Chandler has absolutely finessed his way, and if Paddy the Baddy beats him, there is no reason why Michael Chandler should be fighting anyone ranked higher than number 14. Seriously. Joel Alvarez is number 1 on the list. Ignacio Bahamondes, another beautiful name that soothes my mind as soon as I hear it. Michael Chandler versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Did you guys see what Ignacio did to Jalen Turner? He retired that man. In all actuality, though, seriously, Ignacio Bahamondes is a monster. He's a beast. He's a hungry up-and-comer. And Michael Chandler needs to defend that top 15 spot. Michael Chandler needs to be fighting down. I don't care. Joel Alvarez is not too low. Ignacio Bahamondes even though he's lower, is not too low in the rankings. I mean, he's like a top 20 lightweight also. Ignacio Bahamondes is a great fight. Michael Chandler versus Joel Alvarez. Michael Chandler versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I don't need to see Michael Chandler versus Arman Tsarukyan. I don't need to see Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier or Justin Gaethje or Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira again. I don't need to see these fights. I need to see Michael Chandler either retiring or fighting the hungry up-and-coming guys. I need to see this young up-and-coming talent get a chance to fight up the rankings. And I don't want to see Michael Chandler fighting these top guys anymore if he's not going to win. If he's 1-4, why are we still giving him top 10 fights? Why? I'm telling you, this is tied to Tuivasa level of finesse, bro. Tuivasa is literally on a 6-fight losing streak, with like 5 of those losses being by finish, via finish. And this dude is still cracking the top 10 or top 15 at heavyweight. How? I don't know. I have no idea who does the UFC rankings. I thought the pound for pound rankings were bad. Oh my God, are the UFC rankings actually terrible? The rankings as a whole are just atrocious. But that leads me to my last fighter that I would love to see Michael Chandler fight, Fares Ziam. That is not too low in the rankings. Do not BS me. Do not come at me with, oh, well, Michael Chandler is too big of a name. He doesn't deserve to fight Fares Ziam. You know, Michael Chandler, he should be fighting someone else. He should be fighting up in the division. You know, he shouldn't be fighting that low. I mean, come on, man. Give him at least top 20. No, dude. We've given him top 10, top 5, try after try after try after try. I don't care if this guy was the Bellator champion. What is actually going on? Like, this is insane to me. This is crazy. Meanwhile, we got guys like Rosenstruck who just get cut, even though he was like 3-2 or 4-1 in his last 5 fights, whatever he is. He had a winning record, and he just gets cut. He gets cut after he beat Shamil Gaziev too. I don't get it. I don't get the treatment that Michael Chandler gets. I mean, seriously. Has this guy sold the UFC that many pay-per-views that they owe him this? What is actually going on? Michael Chandler needs to fight Joel Alvarez. Michael Chandler needs to fight Ignacio Bahamondes. And if he doesn't fight either of those two, he needs to fight Fares Ziam. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I don't understand it either. I just don't understand it. We need Paddy saving us for good, bro. We need this guy to come in clutch in the next few weeks. Please, Paddy the Baddy, come through for the boys. Please, Paddy the Baddy, drop Michael Chandler with a nasty right hand and then hop on a guillotine and put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Michael Chandler will not tap. I know he will not tap. Put that man straight to bed, bro. Early good night for Michael Chandler. Well, it might actually be pretty late, so it might not be an early good night, but please, Patrick the Baddy Pimblett, please, bro. Do it for the boys back at home. Do it for the boys back at the gym. Do it for me. Do it for all of the blonde wigged fans. I think he's gonna come through, boys. I think Paddy the Baddy is gonna come through. I think he's gonna pull through. I think he's gonna beat Michael Chandler. And then Michael Chandler is not gonna see us at the top. In fact, Michael Chandler is gonna see us at the bottom. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop down, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and comment. Which matchup do you think is best for Michael Chandler? And if he beats Paddy, I don't know what to do then. I seriously have no idea what to do with Michael Chandler if he beats Paddy the Baddy. I don't know. It's going to be a very weird division if Michael Chandler beats Paddy. That's all I got to say. If Michael Chandler beats Pimblett and somehow works his way into a title shot, I'm going to be absolutely baffled. That is going to be the finesse of the century. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which matchup do you think is best? If he loses, Joel Alvarez, Ignacio Bahamondes. If he wins, I have no idea who he fights if he wins. I have no idea who Michael Chandler fights if he wins. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you on the flip side of thing. I'll be live for the entire fight card tomorrow, so come in, say what's up,